Yeah, that's better. Cup of tea, quick vape, and a bowl. Yeah, Miney and Holster, they're sorted out, they're chipped and everything, so don't have to worry about that. Lola and Willow, we've got to try and get sorted out this week. Then I've got to try and find out how you get these licences. I've had a look online, but fuck knows how you try and fill them out online. So I'm going to ring them and ask them what you have to do, or if you can do it online through someone, because I ain't got a clue. I've got to take Willow to get chipped, and got to talk to a place called Wood Green about getting help with the spaying cost. But I might just sort of take the hit myself, with Willow only. Marnie and Holster, there's no rush to get them neutered, if you see what I mean, so I can spread the cost, because they don't come under the same category of dog, so they're all right. Willow, though, she's lovely. As you can see, Lola's being very loving at the moment with her boy. Holster's her boy. So I don't really want to have to get rid of her either, to be quite honest with you. If I did, I'd say she go with Holster somewhere and keep them together as a pair, if you see what I mean. Because they're the same sort of energy match. And Holster's her celly anyway. He sleeps in the crate with her, so he's bonded with her proper. Marnie's Willow's dog, or the other way round. I did promise Marnie a bits, didn't I? Shame that it's come to this though, because I think the government are fucking outrageous. You can't promise someone something and then take it away, can you? Here's a bitch for you, Marnie, but you can't ever fuck it. But I'm a dog. Dogs do what? That's just cruel, isn't it? But we got a cruel government that likes to kill humans and dogs. Yeah, listen to this. Just listen to this one. Think dogs, what they're doing with dogs now. But first, what did they do with humans? So then now they're trying it on the dogs again to see how much of that humans will take, and then they'll be back on the humans again for reacting, because they'll be calling them dangerous humans. The nudge unit.
Such a much better description. I mean, nudge has got a bit of Monty Python to it, you know, nudge, nudge.
Nudge unit, right?
This is government-sponsored psychological manipulation.
It is, yeah.
And it was covert. It was done. This was on the quiet. This was you know, it's.
Yeah. I mean,
we're talking about the British government here. You know, it's frightening stuff.
So when the inquiry were interviewing the men with the nudge team, as it were, the behavioural scientists.
Behavioural
At
scientist,
the end,
right?
the Dame Hannett said that she really appreciated all that they'd tried to do, and it was a shame it hadn't all sort of come off the way they'd hoped. You're like, really? Is that what the inquiry is going to conclude about behavioural science? Is that they scared people, and if only they could have scared them a bit more, or if only they could have just, it was awful what they did, awful. And of course, Susan Mitchie, who was the one that was representing behavioural science on the BBC the most, she was the sort of figurehead of that group. She now works for the WHO. I think, oh right,
Oh, does
that.
she
So what
now?
have they got planned for us then?
Well, let's hope the World Health Organization aren't planning on covert psychological warfare.
Well, yeah, we really don't want them. We don't want them anywhere, right? So I guess one of the more disturbing things I realised when writing that book was that after the swine flu 2009 problem,
Yeah.
I'm not going to call it pandemic because that's a ridiculous word for it, but the problem we had then, afterwards, in quick time actually, so Dame Deirdre Hine wrote her report within a year of it all happening. So not long enough to have sort of seen some of the problems that happened, like the narcolepsy. But in her conclusion, she's quite brutal about some of the modelling, some of the decision-making that went on. But about the behavioural scientists, she said these could have been put to better use.
Right, so first,
So
the
they're
humans,
supposed to
Well,
psychological
they just tried harder and done more, and then
Oh, right.
next time round they did.
fear tactics. Yeah, we're going to kill your
put it. We
dogs
won't go into the
unless you give us
hospital,
all this
that was
money.
a complication of the swine flu vaccine.
That's it, yeah.
Right, you got to have this, you got to have that, or we're going to kill your dog.
Have all of that come
But they
out,
tried that
actually,
first.
took years,
Got it now?